Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Laura Bain.
Practicing alone at her shared studio space, yoga teacher Ginny Sweet moves easily through the poses. But that wasn't always the case for this former healthcare worker.
After I had an injury to my back in 2015, I started using my yoga practice to help me heal. And it became very important in my journey to recovery and to the level of function I'm at today.
She found that some yoga classes she tried weren't meeting her needs.
I struggled to find someone willing to work with my injuries, which was really challenging because I wanted that connection with another person. I wanted someone who could give me some direction about whether or not I was doing the poses correctly.
She saw a need, and as she recovered, she was inspired to change careers.
My desire to become a teacher was centered around being able to bring yoga to anyone who wouldn't be able to access it through a traditional studio. I wanted to be able to give other people the opportunity to take part in a yoga class where someone was willing to make any adaptations that are needed.
One group Ginny wants to make yoga more accessible for are blind and partially sighted folks, and today I'm joining her weekly class at the Halifax CNIB.
Hi, everybody. It's wonderful to see so many people here. Yay.
I've taken several yoga classes over the years, and I can tell right away this is different. Maybe it's a small group, the easygoing atmosphere, or the guide dog that runs over and licks me while I'm zenning out. Tara Niekamp, also in the class today, finds this class more comfortable than others she's tried.
The part that I really like about this class is the fact that I don't feel isolated in my visual impairment. I know that the other participants in the class are going to have questions or uncertainties, whether they're holding their arms right or bending properly or in the right pose. So I feel a lot more free to speak up and ask for clarification and to kind of have that certainty that I'm in the right position and confirmation from the teacher, and I don't feel like I'm disrupting the class doing it.
You're going to bend at the elbow, so your arm is like an L. And yep. And then coming up. Perfect.
One of the things that would be most important in teaching students with low vision or no vision would be communication. We don't really think about how much of our communication is nonverbal as yoga teachers. We expect that everybody can see us from the front of the room, and yes, we give some direction, but we really don't specify you need to move your left hand here, your right leg needs to move to this position.
You want to have your knees under your hip points and your palms under your shoulders.
So a lot of it is not necessarily based on the names of poses, it's more about body movement.
Ginny tries to create this open, relaxed vibe in all of her classes, even those not specific for vision loss.
I encourage all of my students to ask questions at any time because you can't learn without asking questions. And that's what I'm here for. So, and also creating an environment where it doesn't matter how much you can do. You've showed up and you're trying, and if you need to sit on that mat and do nothing for the class, you just showed up, then that's okay.
I love the message that you don't have to fit one body type to do yoga, and Ginny says she'll work with anyone.
If you can breathe, you can do yoga.
To find one of Ginny's classes, go to sweetsurrenderwellness.ca.